This is going to be a video about chess analysis. One of the most important things in chess analysis is a thing called the alpha-beta theorem. It basically, we're not going to cover the alpha-beta theorem, but basically the most important thing for you to learn out of it is that you try to find the best possible move your opponent's going to play. So let's say you're going to analyze a chess variation and you pick out your best 4 or 5 moves and you go through the variations. Well, ideally what you want to do is look and try to determine the best possible move your opponent could play in any position. And this idea will actually help you a great deal, because what happens is when you find the best possible move in each variation, you save yourself a lot of time. You don't have to analyze anywhere near the number of variations you would have had to analyze otherwise. And so this turns out to be a very key time saver, and it improves the degree of your analysis considerably. Another thing is that we have to start out and find certain moves that we think we might want to play. They're key moves, and there could be 3, 4, 5 or more. In most cases, we don't look at enough moves. Our biggest problem is that we'll look at a position and we'll say, oh well, there's 4 or 5 moves I could play here. But there might be 3 or 4 more other moves that they aren't considering, and that is where a stronger player will make a headway, because he'll look at these other moves. And so what we do is we go through each variation and we try to determine which lines will win, draw, or lose. In many positions, we may be able to find a move, and then sometimes we may not be able to find a move. In sacrificial combinations, a lot of times you have to have a concept of tying the person down. So if you sack something against the guy's king, you want to make sure he doesn't escape and walk away. And so you may have to look for moves to keep him from getting away. And so there are certain concepts you have to learn in going through and analyzing these variations. Sometimes you'll use all of your pieces, and then in some variations you may not use all of your pieces. You have to look at all the possible moves of one piece. Sometimes one piece can really cause a person a great deal of problems. So there are a lot of variations you'll have to go through. How thorough you are in your analysis is going to depend upon the kind of time control you're using, and this could play a big impact on this. And so for today, that's all in this first video that we're going to cover. We basically got out a major point about finding your key moves, increasing your number of key moves, and trying to find the best move for your opponent. So give that a try, come back, and we'll do another video later. Thanks.